Sarah always set the scene perfectly for book club. Freshly brewed coffee, flickering candles, muffins still warm from the oven. The other mothers, her closest friends, never suspected the restless undercurrent running beneath her practiced hospitality. Once a month, they'd gather in Sarah's chic living room, gossiping, laughing, dissecting thrillers over cheesecake. If only they'd noticed how tightly Sarah's hands gripped her coffee cup, how her eyes darted occasionally to the darkened window. When the disappearances began, whispers flared through the cul-de-sac. First, cheerful Lila, then meticulous Hannah. The others assured themselves it was coincidence. Adults sometimes left without warning, but Sarah insisted otherwise, her voice trembling with conviction. There was a man, she said, tall and faceless, waiting beyond the porch light, where the hedges crowded the window. She'd seen him once, pale in the street, breath fogging the glass by midnight. She called him the Watcher. Fear spiked around her. At the next and last meeting, only 4 women gathered close, nervously peering into shadowed corners. Sarah locked the doors. They clung to her stories, desperate for comfort, missing the cold calculation that replaced warmth in her gaze. It was Sarah who poured the tea, Sarah who kept them talking, Sarah who locked every window. Before the night ended, 3 more women vanished. Patrol cars cruised her street for weeks. Grieving husbands came and went, confusion souring the air. Sarah's story grew, her voice trembling with stage terror. The Watcher, always there, always near, his messages etched in condensation, his shadow stretching through the hallways. She described him so vividly, the detectives grew unsettled. Yet Sarah never cried, her eyes always dry, watching their faces for any flicker of doubt. Rumors wrapped around her like a cloak. Survivors avoided her driveway, children stopped knocking at her door, but Sarah craved the hush, the power in others' fear. Each night, she stared out into the dark, relishing the absence she had made, humming softly as her house settled deeper into its silence. One evening, ripping through the mailbox, Sarah found a letter she didn't remember mailing, a note scrawled in her own desperate hand. "I'm watching you, Sarah." Footprints trailed away from her porch, muddy and too large for anyone in her household. Later, when she gazed through the window, she caught her reflection trembling, and just behind it, a second face smiling in the dark, patient and horribly familiar.